Hey guys, so if you've been following me on any of my social networks, you would know that I'm actually composing a movie script. And I want to have a video about that movie, the summary of that movie. And I actually came to a sudden motivation and realization to do this script because of my last video, then and now, of my research studio class. I realized that it had quite the dramatic effect on the audience, and I wanted to make that into an actual film, you know? So I did some researching, thinking, and I came to the idea of having a movie where, obviously, yeah, Woodstock. Woodstock's gotta be in it, and I gotta incorporate something else into it. So I decided that a man would be conceived at Woodstock, and of course his hippie parents, who met at the time on Woodstock, on field, they decided to keep their baby, but when the baby actually does come, they don't have enough clothes for them. They haven't gone shopping or anything. They haven't thought a name for him yet. And what it comes up to is, well, the parents, they go out, Jeannie and Jim are the names of the parents. They go out just for a minute to go get some clothes and some diapers and whatnot. There's their crazy hippie fanatic hater, whatever, neighbor that lives right upstairs. He calls the cops on them, and he gets Child Protective Services in. And since he hates hippies so much, this is the ultimate comeback for him. So the cops come. The neighbor's name is Jerry, and he comes down to talk to the cops. Jerry didn't tell Rob, who is the tenant of the apartment complex. And so they're all getting pretty mad because, well, Rob's not going to be able to find anyone to buy that apartment in the future because he had basically no idea they were hippies and stoners and whatnot. So they finally get up to their apartment, they kick down their door, and they find this bloody baby in a towel on the bed with God knows how much pot and how much liquor and, you know, cigars and all that. All the stuff you're not supposed to have, especially when you're 18 years old. Because they were 18, they were at Woodstock. So after a while, Jim and Jeannie, the parents, they get home and they realize that there is a bunch of cops and everything at their door. So they try to pull a fast one. And the ground cops shoot their tires, kick them out of the cars, and they push them upstairs. And basically what's going to happen is they're going to go to jail for a very long time. They're going to owe a lot of fines. They are never going to see their kid again. Social services took him. He's going to be given the name Nathan Carver. And one day he's going to meet a friend that will eventually be the co-founder on a time machine project in the early 2000s. And Nathan's going to go into the time machine when it's not quite ready for testing. And since he doesn't know who his parents are, he's going to actually end up accidentally killing them, thus killing himself and ceasing to exist. And now I'm going to read a little bit of the script to you. So this is the part where they're in the police car and they're going to be transferred to a bus to bring them to federal prison. And so the driver of the car, the driver cop, he says, "You know you're not going to win, right?" So then the passenger side, the passenger officer, says, "You guys will be back in jail in less than 5 minutes. The jury will come to a complete conclusion in the first 2 minutes of the case." Jim and Jeannie look at each other in the eyes. Jim says, "If I never see you again, just know that I won't forget you. That ring you have, keep it somewhere safe. That may be the only thing you have to remember me by." And then Jeannie says, "I will. Promise me something. If and when we get out of prison, at least one of us needs to start looking for our son." And then Jim and Jeannie hug it out for their last few moments together as the car turns into the police station. It's probably about 35, maybe 40 minutes into the film by now. Now, if this film is ever to be filmed, it is probably going to be a very long time from now, at least 10 or 20 years, because of the budget, professional skills that I'll have to have by then, and it's just going to cost a lot of money, so I won't be able to do it anytime soon. But I tell you, when I start making that film, it's just going to be insane. So for now, I'll see you guys later. My name is Grant. Keep your cash on.